YouTube. I'm out here at Wasteland weekend and look at this masterpiece. Holy crap, it's Atomic Annie. This is the coolest rig out here, hands down. And we get an exclusive tour of all the badness, all the badassery done by this man. What's happening? Tell everybody who you are.
My name's Travis Blankenbaker from Central Wyoming, and also known as Shepherd in the Wasteland. And this is my rig, Atomic Annie. So she started as a 72 F600 farm truck out of my stepmom's field. So she retains the initial cab and fenders and everything. Built it, mostly what you see here came out in 2017, 1,400 miles just out to Wasteland and back. For about 2,500 round trip. Did a complete chassis swap onto an International S1954 chassis and brought it out again here in 2021.
Nice.
So with the chassis swap, swapped over from the 460 that was in it, full down steps in the bumper because I'm too short to climb over.
That's awesome. See this? Yes.
It's International DT 466.
And what's this motor? How old is this motor?
The chassis and motor are an 81, so it's actually pretty low for its run and horsepower settings right now. Once I change the injection pump and turbo, she'll be probably up around 400 horse and about 900 foot-pounds.
Wow.
And still be a 500,000 mile motor. And yes, for everybody that asks, I get 8 miles a gallon.
So I see you've got, there's a car in there.
That car is a 51 Chrysler New Yorker. So after the truck cab, I did some cross bracing, opened it up, flipped the cab around, or the car cab for suicide doors.
Wow.
So it opens up completely behind the truck cab.
Look at this. Hold on. All right.
So from the inside, goes all the way through, 6-person cab. A little tough to come through the front, but every good war rig, actually somebody left it open. So that's the closed position. Open for the gunner's hatch, but I'm not that tall. Fold up step for the gunner's hatch.
That is too cool. Yeah, that's awesome.
Folds right back down, spring loaded so it doesn't fall when we drive. Close the hatch.
Look at this. Let me see.
Completely redid everything, you know. All new gauges, additional gauges for stuff that, I mean, originally I think it had 4 gauges on it.
Really?
So I'm up to 11 now. 13-speed Road Ranger transmission.
Wow.
From a 1974 semi.
Hold on.
The seats are actually everything from, I think, these two were out of a Toyota, because these ones actually, these two fold all the way down for extra sleeping.
Yeah.
The other one, back two are out of a Buick, some SUV, and the front two are out of a Dodge Caravan. So
Then we got the camper in the back.
Yeah, but let's look at the camper from the back.
Okay, let's do it.
You actually, so with the
See if I can
new,
get a shot of this.
this is all a hand-hammered copper roof liner, just like in the back of the war rig in Fury Road.
Fury Road, yeah.
Not quite the same definition, but pretty close.
That's awesome. Very cool. We've got camshafts for steps.
Camshafts and connecting rods. Is 4 link wide. That's one chain. That's not 4 chains side by side.
That's one chain.
Yes.
Wow.
Same thing with the fenders. And then the sides, actually right now, is just storage. Coolers and
Okay.
freshwater tank underneath.
Yeah. Very cool. So, what do we got here? This is some kind of folding action, huh?
Yes. So I wanted a back porch, but I didn't want to make my truck this much longer. So pull the pin, stow it, fold down rear porch.
Awesome. Screen door also.
Yeah. Fully functioning 1974. Yeah, go ahead.
What is this?
That's an end of a sucker rod for oil pumps with a ball bearing welded on it. I just need an additional handle.
And here's the castle.
All of the newspapers are a history of the world before the end.
Ah.
Everything from, I think, 1912 all the way up to, I think, the 80s or 90s. From Titanic. A lot of these actually were originals, especially a lot of the 40s and 1945, 46 ones. The Titanic and other valuable ones are collectible, I should say, are reproductions.
Ah, okay. So we come in. Nice little seating area. And
so like most of these campers, the table also comes down and you have another full bed. So 4-person capacity. Stove works. It's actually an ice box, not a refrigerator.
Ice box and a stove. This is great.
Yeah, like I said, water fully works. I mean,
you can stand up in here.
Yeah, you can stand up, get dressed.
I can stand up in here.
And so it's got a little self-contained toilet.
Ah, look at all the pinups. This is awesome. Very cool. Very cool. Crosswords?
Yep.
Awesome. And you can go right through to the front from there. Super. Okay, so what's in this side over here?
So this one's kind of more a little bit of the utilities side. Propane tanks, not beer. That's actually my gray water tank.
Not beer?
Not beer.
You don't want to drink that.
You can drink it, but you're not going to be happy about it.
That's cool. And you have
there's
a tank underneath.
Yep, 35 gallons of fresh water.
Awesome. Wow, this is too cool. And what is this plating on here?
AR 450 Hardox plate.
Really?
Yep, some drops. So 3/16 Hardox. Not that I ever plan on getting shot at, but it'll hold up to a whole lot. I got 50-gallon tanks, 2 50-gallon tanks, and a 35.
Okay.
Battery compartment, and the fun one is this little guy.
What is this?
This is my auxiliary pony motor starter.
Pony motor starter.
Yep. So going through a double V belt, goes through down to the jack shaft down there, and through that goes backwards through the PTO. So I can engage the PTO, fire this up, put my pry bar in here, and tension up the belts to turn over the motor.
Wow.
Yeah, that thing's actually louder than the main motor.
Yeah.
So with the pony motor, I still got to work some kinks out on it. Fuel tank for it, exhaust for it. When I swapped it from the original F600 chassis onto its current chassis, all in my driveway with no power tools. Completely disconnected all of this sheet metal here, and all of this is on its own subframe. So jacked it up, had the new frame on the other side next to it, 2x4 steel tubing, greased it up, ratchet strapped this entire thing between the trucks and onto the other cab. Did the same thing with the truck cab.
That's not sketchy at all.
It went well. So the nose art for it, I've always loved World War II nose art and everything, was drawn by Robert Lee, a friend of mine. He did an amazing job. I absolutely love it.
That looks great. Like a little tool pouch there. Super cool. What is this chain from?
I'm actually in a area that has a lot of old agricultural and old oil field equipment. That particular one, I'm not sure which I do a bunch of scavenging. So same thing with like this chain, this, you know, the ones for the fenders. Again, this chain here, this is one chain. This is not four individuals.
Okay.
So just like the one back here on the step, it's for some pretty heavy equipment.
Yeah.
So this is all welded. These are left so that it folds down.
That's cool.
But again, one single chain.
One single chain. Wow. So you have any more plans? Or is she pretty much done?
Externally and mechanically, mostly done. Probably next year or two, like I said, I want to upgrade the injection pump. That's got an old AMBAC 100 rotary. And solid pumps, but you can't really crank them up, get a little bit more out of them without really kind of screwing up the reliability.
Right on.
Like I said, I want to get probably another 30-50% out of it, which really will help with the hills. But she did really good. I was holding 70-75 without too much of a problem. I mean, there were some of the really long hills I got down to like maybe 45-50 at the top. But
yeah.
she did really well. So.
Awesome. Well, dude, thank you so much for giving us a tour.
Yeah.
You've done an amazing job.
Thank you.
This is hands down our favorite thing out here this year.
Thank
Black Thumb approved. All right. So how can people find out more?
If you want to follow along with the build and actually go back all the pictures from the beginning, more of a history on Facebook. It's Atomic Annie, the Wasteland War Rig on Facebook, or on Instagram, it's Atomic Annie Truck. I'm a little bit, only have like 2 years on Instagram, so it doesn't go all the way back to the original. But I try to keep both those posted with all the updates on both this and the tow behind scout truck Tag Along Tessie.
Tag Along Tessie. All right. All right, cool. I think that's a wrap.
Awesome.
Thanks, man.
Yeah.